welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Subtly just jumped straight in there from the advert. I kind of clicked that one a little bit early. I couldn't quite see it in the right time, but nevertheless, we are back.
We're back.
We're back.
We told a lie. We said that was our last game, but sadly enough for you guys at home, we're going to be casting another game. Because Studio didn't eat any dinner today, so or lunch, I guess we should really call it.
To be fair, they kind of got the bad one, because they're in the middle, so they either have a big breakfast or a big dinner later on, but they're not going to have any lunch.
Decisions.
Yeah,
That's what
choices you got to make.
The life of a caster. So we're into the picks and the bans then. FeaR versus CLG Prime. The winner of this game will take on Curse EU in the winner bracket. The loser of this one will take on Meat Playground in the first round of the lower bracket.
Ah, so it's Curse EU, not going to be CLG EU. Oh, yes, because they're playing TSM or SGS, aren't they? That's going to be played. Also, I believe, maybe at the same time, I don't know. We were told this is the game we're covering. So FeaR versus CLG North America, or Prime, or whatever you'd like to call them. Bans have come in, and first pick already in there. Zuna locking in Jax. So Olaf, Diana, and Nunu banned out. I expect to see Diana honestly banned out pretty much all of this event. Twitch, Shen, and Malphite banned out by CLG, so not letting Aframu have Twitch. Interesting choice. Guess it's one that they've researched. And of course, the American scene very much well aware of each other. Hotshot GG picking up Lee Sin for, I guess, Chowster, and the Big Fat LP picking up Lulu for Loco Doco. I'm getting confused by who the support is these days. Too many games in too many days. It's only been one day.
It's only been one day so far, so well, we've got no chance as this goes along. So FeaR, what are they going to go for next? Twitch banned out there, obviously very much aimed at Afromu, Shen, Malphite, both aimed in there against a top laner, which is Smithy. No, it's Zuna, right? Yeah, it's Zuna. That's right.
It is Zuna is the top laner. Yeah, Smithy's in the jungle. Mandatory Cloud in the middle. Afromu, of course, and Muffin Cutie down that bottom lane. So, what will Smithy pick up? Let's see what way he's going to go. Well, it could be Morgana for Mandatory Cloud. I don't know why Mandatory Cloud doesn't pick that himself. Would make sense. Oh, and it could well be Draven for Afromu. Yes, it will be. And Draven, probably the famous character that Afromu plays, I guess. It's one of the ones he's been made famous for lately.
Yeah, so that's one of his big dogs, let's call it.
Big dog.
Actually, looking at the stats here, he's actually not got the best stats. These stats I've talked about them before are all what IPL put together for us. Thank you to them for that. And they're basically every major tournament, both online and offline, since IPL Face-Off. Now, since then, four times played Draven, 1 win, 3 losses. So not the greatest of records, actually.
That's not that great, is it? I mean, he used to get banned out by CLG EU, I know, when they played him, because simply they said, we don't know how to play against Draven, so we're just going to ban it.
Yeah.
Which I guess would make sense. Big Fat LP could well be having Twisted Fate here. Yes, he will. And could it be a jungle or top lane Cho'Gath? We just saw a top lane Lee Sin a moment ago, working very, very well for SOAS. And oddly enough, you know, Hotshot GG now in that top lane. It was Voibo who was really one of the top Lee Sin players that they removed.
Yeah, I'd go ahead and somehow think Cho'Gath in the top lane for Hotshot.
Yeah, it's kind of his character, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chowster on Lee Sin, that's what we're expecting. Muffin Cutie picking up Maokai for the jungle there, so Smithy going to be on Maokai. Maokai being one of the very, very strong champions throughout this tournament. Throughout many tournaments, honestly, he's become one of the strongest junglers. Amazed, actually, I haven't seen too much Nocturne today. In fact, I don't recall seeing any. It's probably been matches that we haven't covered.
He was banned in one, maybe.
He was banned against the Zubu players, Helios. Yeah, he was banned against Helios. No surprise there. Ooh, double AP. Now that could be an interesting choice. Looking like it will be. And it's going to be Gragas getting locked in there. So Morgana could well be the top laner. Gragas in the mid lane. So that could well be Zuna.
Surely Morgana support.
Morgana support? Yes. Oh.
It's good for Draven, to be honest, to have that shackle in there. So we'll see how that one all works out. It looks like we are going to see a Vayne on double lift. Yay! I like to see a Vayne in, The top-level Vayne players are always such a thrill to watch, and Doublelift certainly is one of those top-level Vayne players. Afromu there on his Draven as well, so this one, all kinds of crazy hot shot on Cho'Gath. If only he'd picked Nidalee, this would just be one of those retro type of awesome matches.
Yeah, and Big Fat LP on Twisted Fate is a champion that he played a long time ago. Obviously, after Season 1, they got destroyed by SK in the very first game of WCG 2010, and then, you know, at that time the American scene was saying, this is crazy, you know, this champion shouldn't get used, you know, nobody uses it. They completely split push it, and then after that America was like, whoa, this champion's awesome, that's amazing, and then suddenly he got nerfed.
You should definitely warn me, by the way, before you put me on camera when I'm sat like this.
Oh yeah, well, you can see me. You can see me hovering over the button. Are you ready and waiting for it? I was ready to press the button. The countdown was there.
That's why we don't have cameras on as while we're casting, because we're literally sat like this, and it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we did, as we said, lie to you about our last game. This will, however, maybe be our last game. Who knows what turn of events are going to come along with.
The schedule's kind of chopped and changed a little bit.
Yeah, basically what's happened is because the stream 1 was a little bit delayed due to switching out, and you know those things can happen when you have any kind of problem, or just one of the teams comes back late from lunch or anything like that. Even just a few minutes can throw the schedule out. So which means this stream is slightly off skew, I guess we can call it, out of sync. It's probably a better way to put it. So yeah, we're trying to catch up there, make sure all the games are done. I believe after this will be SGS versus TSM, and then we'll get into the best of 3. So Studio and Optus, Tom going to sit in for those games. But for now, we have FeaR versus CLG Prime. The winner, as I said, will go on to play Curse EU in the upper bracket first round. The loser will take on Meat Playground in the lower bracket round 1.
Well, CLG EU have found that Curse EU are not easy to beat. They'd lost to them in the DreamHack finals just the other day. We do have a pause straight away, so the game is just about to get underway as I have to pull the camera across there. And you can see it's just getting slightly, just a little bit more. No, that's good, that's good. Yeah, you should needed to shuffle across, really. You forced him to move the camera.
I did shuffle already. Maybe I didn't shuffle.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You needed to shuffle. That was it. So nevertheless, we do have a pause, Joe. So we can stay on screen for a little bit longer. They can look at us. You know the.
Oh, the joys for you at home.
Oh, the joys. Yeah.
Looking at two.
I believe we were battling against K-pop in the last match, so I think we should be all right. I think they'd rather watch us.
So we successfully won then. That's that goes without saying, I hope. So it looks like we are ready. The pause is now gone. And we can kick off FeaR versus CLG Prime, CLG NA, or just CLG that we're going to call them in this game, since you know, it's not quite as confusing as the last one stage, with both EU and NA going head-to-head. So Muffin QT playing that support Morgana. That's going to be an interesting one to see. Actually, down for that bottom lane, both with a flash, there's an exhaust and an ignite out of that one.
Sees the entire team there straight away. Tops that sapling in there. And that's the beauty of Maokai. Is he going to throw another one in? The whole team has returned. There's another sapling hitting the entire team and exploding on them. Doing it, you know, it does a lot of damage across when they're all grouped up like that. And you can see that all of them are probably going to go back as well. So simple jungle work done there. He's going to go back and throw another one. Yeah, they have all backed off now, Smithy. You can avoid that, but that does also mean that they are wet and they're coming around, get the ward down on the blue buff. So they have full vision for when they get around to that blue buff. That's going to help Smithy out. Smithy's going to make his way back around to the Wraiths, which you can see Mandatory Claim is defending. Actually, it's going to be possibly the Wolves to begin with this time. So, where is Chowster going? And unsurprisingly, CLG NA didn't go for level 1 fight. I mean, who'd have thought it?
Who would have thought it? But, you know, I'm not sure what to really expect from CLG NA in this one, to be honest with you. I didn't get to see their game against CLGU, which I would have loved to have watched, considering that we're casting their game now as well. But it's a team that we've not seen in action so far this event. I'm guessing that they're actually pretty strong at the moment. You know, losing out to CLG EU is certainly nothing to be laughed at. They're a very strong team. As FeaR looking like they're going to go for this delayed invade now, as Hotshot is going to meet them here inside of the Tribush. Where is the Dark Binding? Oh, it misses. That could have been a different story if it would have connected. But FeaR, is that going to mean that they're going to stop or not go for anything in this top lane? Looks that way. And we are, of course, going to have that lane switch happening as well.
as you would expect. And FeaR said they're going to go for it this one. They've got nothing to lose, nothing to fear, some might say.
Oh,
I know. I am so good at these puns. The showdown with the pun down. But anyway, nevertheless, down the bottom lane, it does also mean that Cho'Gath, as Hotshot GG, will be against AfroMu. Oh, we're seeing Chowster coming around this top lane already. And this could be a 3v1 level 2 dive on towards Zuna. As soon as that creep wave gets pushed, they are going to be diving on towards Zuna, and there's not a great deal Zuna's going to be able to do about it. Here we go, creep wave comes in, perfectly timed. There goes the turret, firing off, and Chowster will step around any second now, comes straight in, the exhaust goes down, completely condemns him on the wall. Does manage to get the stun down. Is it enough? They can see they're going to go towards double lift. Can he turn it into a kill? Yes, he does! The first blood, though. Oh, the first blood went to Lulu. Now they can go back and towards Chowster. He gets the twisted advance, manages to catch onto him, gets the knockup. Is it going to be any damage coming out? The turret, of course, not hitting him because Chowster didn't hit anyone. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're actually forcing damage there. Mandatory Cloud couldn't come and help. He's continuing to try and face it. Smithy has got Chowster surely caught out here, but he lands that kick. And of course, Chowster being on Lee Sin is very, very strong level 1. Manages to throw out the sapling. The sapling pokes him back and forward. Now Big Fat LP comes in there. The barrel back around. Tries to get the stun card. Lands it on Smithy and forces them to back away. So, first blood went to Loco Doco.
Yeah.
Not less than ideal, but Zuluna, in a great situation, got the return kill, but it also means the assists went across the board as well.
Yeah, but look at that, how that CS is now changing these 2v1 lanes. 10-2 in favor of Cho'Gath, obviously, of Hotshot in the bottom lane as he is for this one. We saw that earlier on today. That was, we were watching from Zen Moscow 5 versus TPA. How these lane switches really went. Actually, it wasn't even a lane switch, I think, in that one. They'd switch, but it was still AD carry and support in the top lanes. But you just see how much it can impact the game when you do fall behind as that top laner, as that bruiser, so to speak. But across the rest of the map, actually, we have Vayne 22 against the 27 of Draven. Actually, Twisted Fate and Lee Sin aren't lined up. Big Fat LP and Chowster actually throwing his off with that one. There is the flash and the Twisted advance. Big Fat LP knocked back, and he is surely dead for this one, and it will be Mandatory Cloud that picks that one up. I love the shortening of his name to Man Cloud. Makes him sound so much cooler. Cloud.
It's like the Old Spice advert, isn't it? This is what your man smells like. I'm not sure. But Mandatory Cloud picked up the blue buff as well. We saw them go for that level 3 invade because they realized that Chowster had been forced to go back there, which also means he can just spam out those barrels. He's going to have a cooldown reduced as well. He's going to have all sorts of goodness that comes from that. You can see Zuna actually only got the 4 CS. You mentioned this earlier on, but he has managed to keep in there, level 3. So he's keeping up with the lane, which is okay. He's not, as long as he doesn't get completely forced out, that wave is pretty much heavily pushed. He can't go much further because as soon as Big Fat LP hits 6, he's going to be roaming. But Big Fat LP only at level 4 as well. So they are still not quite with it. The fact that the AP mid is still at the same level as these two AD and support is a problem. A very big problem. So, Hotshot GG gone back. He's at level 5, so he's managed to keep up. But AfroMu's going to put a lot of damage down. You can see the pressure they put onto the turret already taking half their hit points. Immediately follows that with a dart bind on Hotshot as soon as he teleports in.
Yeah, that CS lead is again for Hotshot. Crawl into kind of dangerous numbers. I mean, 20 CS after 6 minutes is a fairly large chunk, because we are seeing Chowster now coming into the lane as well, and they're going to want to be forcing Jax even further out of lane, stopping him getting any CS from what is, to be honest, a double minion wave coming in here. So they are going to focus down on towards double lift and just trying to keep him busy there, trying to make him miss as much CS as they possibly can. Zuna, I don't think is going to have too much trouble with it underneath this tower, but you can see that CLG pushing this tower as much as they possibly can. And that's something that we commented on earlier on, that normally what happens when you see a lane switch, the team, certainly the team that initiate it, want to get as much damage and take that tower down as fast as they possibly can. Well,
the most interesting thing is CLG obviously famously, while streaming, had that argument with Chowster Loco Doco, back and forth, Loco Doco saying we need to take turrets early, we need to push them quick, and they came back and said no, this is not what we do at CLG, we don't know how to push the advantage after that one, yet here it is, CLG seem to be actually doing that, so maybe Loco Doco has had a bit of influence in the household after all, so he's managed to help them out. They are trying to push it. Big Fat LP has managed to hit 6. See if he can go roaming anywhere. We do see Smithy coming around towards Chowster as well. They're both at level 5. Of course, he's going to come around, puts that ward down. Chowster can't finish it and clear it. So we'll look down this bottom lane. Hotshot GG has hit level 6, puts that rupture down, keeps that wave down as low as he possibly can with the Vorpal spikes. Tap pointed again straight on him, but he does clear out the wave, gets the health back, the regen back off those Vorpal spikes, and continues on his merry way. Aframu's doing a very good job at keeping him at bay though. Muffin Cutie's still only at 4. They are just hitting level 6 and 5 there. So ultimate now available for Draven as well. Remember Draven's ultimate, I don't remember what it's called. It's called the Whirling Death. Of course it is. Why? What else would it be called? It's pretty much what it does. It goes across the map, but it can be used from a long distance away.
Yep, and we see their wall just being put down by Maokai. Actually, Lee Sin is on the top side of the map, but they want to make sure that, again, this whole 3-man gang onto the top lane doesn't come their way, that they doesn't get dove underneath the turret, which I don't think necessarily Jax will be too afraid of. I mean, he's got that counter-strike, which is always a massive thing underneath the turret. If you can get a stun onto all three of them, chances are you're going to be forcing him to back away, as Smithy actually is coming in now to this top lane as well, and well, he's going to give his position away.
Just
wasn't the stealthiest tree ever.
No, just took the CS, and honestly, I don't think Zuna would be too happy about that, because Zuna was trying not to keep the lane, so he wasn't making sure the lane wasn't pushed up there, and then he just comes in, throws a sapling, and says, "There you go, have some push, have some creep push on there." But nevertheless, game continues. Mandatory Cloud now at level 7. Along with Big Fat LP. Has he just stolen that blue buff back again? Did I just miss that? Because I've just seen Muffin Cutie going up there. No, he's just warded out. No, he wouldn't have got it again. He's just still the ward from the blue buff from the first time, so that's about to wear off. No, that's got half left on it.
Their own blue buff.
Oh, of course, yes. He's been and picked his own blue buff off. They stole the one before. There it is, just spawned. I was going to say, now it's just spawned. Now they're going to go back around, and they will pick that one up as well. CLG going to be able to react to this one. You know what? FeaR are looking good in this game, Joe.
They are, and for me, this is a really important one.
Oh.
Hotshot is coming in there, will get hit by the Dark Binding. Don't forget, he's got that Nom, which is what makes Cho'Gath so strong. Here's the ultimate from Draven, from Gragas does go down. There is the kill onto Hotshot, and it's Mandatory Cloud, who again will pick up a kill. That will put him 2-0 up, and they may just think about Dragon here. They're 4 men. Jax has actually come down in towards that middle lane as well, or are they going to go for a gank in towards Chowster? He's going to get stunned up there, and he should W away straight away onto Big Fat LP, and even then queuing straight through to the Wraiths, which the big one will be stolen away by Mandatory Cloud. So there's a possible middle turret here. There's 4 of them there. CLG got to react to this one, otherwise they are going to be losing the first turret of this game, and well, what a first turret of the game it'd be as well, Demon, to take the middle one out. Yeah, fantastic turnaround. FeaR at the moment being very aggressive. They said they were going to pull out all the stats. Again, they managed to catch Big Fat LP. They'll dive deep here. They've got Twisted Advance very deep. Smithy might pay for that with his life. The Ignite goes down. That's an Oracle burn. He does manage to get towards Big Fat LP. Hotshot coming back in. Is it enough, though? They keep the damage down. Aframu trying to keep it on there. Does manage to get that one kill. Did return the blue buff. Actually went to Aframu. But an Oracle went down there, Joe. That's less than ideal. Mid tower though, I'll take that. Yeah, I think so as well. But if you see, looking at the actual goal difference now, still in favour of CLG NA. Across the top laners, or well, bottom laners, or solo laners, bruisers, whatever you want to call them. 50 to 23 CS. It leaves us with 2,500 to 2,100. So that's the difference there right away off the get-go. The middle lane is 67 to 75. Should probably just line them up again, because I'm just going to get confused if not. The Twisted Fate, and there we go. Now I'm happy again. Now I can't be thrown off. 75 to 71 there, and the AD carries 104 to 96. Obviously, Draven having a kill and assist better than Veins 0-1-1. So still very open, but as you said, FeaR, they look very good, very coordinated. And my tablet actually has run out of battery now, so I've got hopefully got everything stored in my brain from Linkpedia that I need to tell you all about what's going to happen moving forward from this. But basically, the team that loses this one is going to finish 3rd, which means you start in the lower bracket, which from that means that you only get one chance at a best of 3. You can only afford, well, you can't afford to lose. If you're in the upper bracket, you can technically afford to lose one best of 3, and you've got a second chance down in the bottom bracket. But that's not something that any team wants. Both teams want to be in that upper bracket from you.
Yeah, remember $100,000 up for grabs here. 50,000 goes to the winner, so a lot of money, a lot of prestige as well. This is a tournament that would bring with it a hell of a lot of prestige. You've got the world champions here. You've got 2 of the semi-finalists here as well. There's a lot of big teams. You've got the MLG champions. You've got the DreamHack champions. There's so many big teams here that have won tournaments that, you know, the prestige of winning this tournament is very, very high right now. And honestly, the last, I guess it's safe to say, the last major tournament of the year as well would definitely carry with it a lot of weight, and everybody wants to get it. Loco Doco getting caught out there, but immediately the Black Shield preventing the rupture. Coming through an after move. We are seeing Twisted Fate constantly coming in. Is Big Fat LP going to come down? Yes, he is down the bottom there. Muffin Cutie using his ultimate though. Smithy comes in to follow. Muffin Cutie taken down. They're going to continue driving on towards Aframo. Aframo putting a lot of damage down there. Lulu having to use the ultimate on himself. Hotshot GG teleporting away from this one. Where did he go? He went up to the top to defend the top turret. That's a dangerous move because he was already pretty low, but he's just left them, completely abandoned them, said, see you guys, I am going top. And FeaR actually coming out pretty well in that exchange, despite the fact they are still 2k behind in gold. Meanwhile, at the top there, Hotshot GG surviving on absolutely nothing. Zuna will have a leap strike available to him in 1 second, but he's going to get away. The speed of the boots are enough to walk away. Zuna still only with level 1. And there's the satisfying noise.
Yes.
Oh.
And as you zoom in, he's like,
why has he run away? I guess
away
he didn't know where Chowster was, to be fair to him, but
well, I've had a bit of discussion with this with some other people as well, Demon, that alright, the prize money here is not quite as big as the Season 2 championships, and it's not the Season 2 World Championship, but the actual lineup, I think, is even better.
It's better. Well, there's 16 teams to start with. There was only 12 teams in the World Championships, and yeah, you could argue it is a better lineup. There's a couple of teams here, obviously the European teams, certainly. You've got Fnatic, you haven't got SK, but you've got Curse EU, Fnatic, Moscow 5, CLG EU. 4 fantastic European teams in there. You've got 4 big American teams as well. You know, we're seeing TSM playing the multiple games rather than just playing that one team and losing and going home. If it wasn't for Azubu Frost, would be the only team really that would be here, and possibly IG. Outside of that, I would say yes, you've pretty much got all the best teams in the world right here at this event. Najin Sword as well. Najin Shield.
There are still. I think we need a
Katie Rolster. Katie Rolster.
If we're going to do the best in the world, we need like a 32 team bracket. Yeah, and even then we'll probably be not satisfied. We're like, yeah, but Dim, we are missing that one team. Yeah. You know?
That one scrub from, I don't know where. I was going to name a country, but I thought I better not. One country somewhere. I'm sure someone somewhere has got a top team. Me or Makers. If easy for me to say. Not here. They've just won the IEM Singapore and are going to be at IEM Cologne. So, you know, there's a team that certainly are possibly going to be turning things around. Eclipse here. There's another team looking very good. So there's a couple of teams, yeah, you could argue, but we would have to make it a 32-man team, as you mentioned.
But that's only a testament to
how strong the league is now,
right now for League of Legends, that we can make a 16-team tournament and we're still not happy about the...
Well, this is what I talked about. You know, when I used to do Call of Duty 4, legitimately, we went into, you were there as well, we went into those tournaments at the AEF at Tex in 2008, and we legitimately had probably 16 to 20 teams that could win that event.
Yeah.
And League of Legends is actually slowly moving into that stage. We've got... You know, you could have, if we'd have had probably, say, another 5 Korean teams here, you probably could say all of them legitimately could have won this tournament, because you don't really know. There's so many strong teams out there right now. Taipei Assassins, Moscow 5, etc., etc. You know, the list goes on. We've just seen Fnatic destroying Azubu players. So many teams, so strong right now in League of Legends. It's fantastic to watch. And here's CLG doing their thing. CLG NA, the original strong team, I guess you could say. The original 2010 season winners at the WCG, and Dragon was just picked up there, I believe. Actually, you can tell a lie, I didn't see the sign. They're coming around there. It's going to be mandatory Cloud going in. Big Fat LP comes in, immediately cancels out any of the action, and Zuna in all sorts of trouble. One more shot. There it is from Double Lift. Gets straight onto him. Can't condemn mandatory Cloud onto the wall. Doesn't matter. Damage done. Backs off. Tower down. CLG looking strong after FeaR started off so well.
Yeah, and still CLG, as you said, they're almost the original fan favourites.
What are they doing? They need to react to this.
Yeah, they're not moving around quick enough here. Actually, they look at it that minions are actually away, and they may just try and turn this one on its head. That's a great position from Chowster, or is it? He's actually a little bit alone, but he's Lee Sin, and he can just dance around to his heart content, which is exactly what he's done there. Yeah, CLG, I guess we can really call him the first real fan favourite in League of Legends.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in that position. And with that, they bring so much experience, a ridiculous amount of experience at the top level, which teams like FeaR can't even hope to maybe ever match up to if CLG carry on playing at this level, you know? So that's always the thing, that if you get ahead against CLG, you have to still be very careful, because the slightest of mistakes, the slight wrong positioning, anything that can give them a chance, they'll take it.
Absolutely, and as it is at the moment, FeaR, they're keeping up in terms of CS. They are behind in that top lane. So Jax versus Cho'Gath, yep, definitely a big difference there. In terms of turrets, they're only one behind. Not so bad. 4v5 in kills, still pretty close, but the difference definitely seems to be CLG's way. And as it is, we haven't seen FeaR clubbing together as a big 5-man team. Muffin Cutie on Morgana as support will actually offer them quite a good bit of use there, but Lulu also, you know, there's a big shout for the AP champions becoming the supports, or certain AP champions becoming the supports, but as it stands, I think it's still stronger. The likes of Lulu. Oh, stun card on towards Zuna there. Dragon being picked up. Now CLG going to turn up to this one. Hotshot GG will have his rupture to go down. There it is. He's calling towards Muffin Cutie. Comes in. Will have the feast to go down. There it is. Feast from Hotshot GG. Now they're turning on towards Mandatory Cloud. Ultimate coming down, not enough. Big Fat LP picks up another, and now they're going to turn on towards Afromu. Afromu slowed down. Afromu getting dropped as well. It's very double. It picks up a double kill. They do get the rupture down. Could be the triple. Yes, it is the triple kill for CLG. And FeaR now in all sorts of trouble. They turn and burn towards the Baron.
5-0 there. Jax probably could have escaped. He came in to get the counter-strike down to try and save the rest of his team. And from that, he's going to have to pay the price. CLG turn around. Baron being done. And Baron is going to be finished without too many problems. In fact, without any problems. They don't have an Ezreal or something similar to you know, get that ulti across to give him the vision, because Draven is dead. And his ulti is actually available, but it's not going to matter in the slightest, and CLG will pick up that Baron. They are now almost 10,000 gold into the lead.
Yeah, big turnaround. That one big fight, couple of dragons, it's just definitely turned things. It was so close across the board. Other than those few pushes down the side, the fact they got that inner turret down, and there's still no inner turrets for FeaR, but honestly, that was such a big advantage. Now they are so much stronger. Rabadon's death cap completed straight away there. There's obviously no death cap currently yet for Mandatory Cloud. Bloodthirster and Zeal completed, just the Bloodthirster, no Zeal. Almost there, not too far away for Afromu, trying to keep him in it at the moment. Hotshot GG though, completed the Frozen Heart. He is the ultimate big tank right now. Look at him, he's huge. He's a big hunk of chunk of a man right there. Definitely want to work his way down. You can call it a man? I don't know what you could call that. I don't know what it is. It's a thing. It's not even a dinosaur, it's just a... I don't know. I'm sure there's a name for it somewhere in the Lorepedia of League of Legends, but that is just a big thing that shouts. And why did he not go Gentleman? Why didn't he not go Gentleman Cho'Gath? At least battle Cho'Gath with the boombox. He can sit there dancing. But no, it's just plain old boring skin.
Back to the old school for Hotshot.
Yeah.
I used to be the best Cho'Gath
I used
in
to
the
be
world.
so good at this game.
Back when there were no skins as well. They're going to try and catch Hotshot out here, just as we were singing his original Hotshot Cho'Gath praises. It may be in trouble. That's a nice dodge of the Dark Binding, but is he going to get away from the rest?
He might do. Chowster's coming out. Big Fat LP.
Big Fat LP coming in. This is actually possible to turn around. Lee Sin is here as well. Flash over. Zuna is going to get hit with the stun card, and he's jumped right into the middle of the pack just to try and save himself, but will go down to the wild cards of Big Fat LP there to finish things off. In the whole time in between, there's Double Lift hammering away. He's going to have Hotshot, Cho'Gath, Cho-Hot,
Hot chocolate.
Cho-Shot, Cho-Hot, what?
You don't know what is what.
Better
Better not continue that line, or I just remembered it swears. But they are on towards the inhibitor. There's the ultimate pop by Double Lift. They're going to continue on towards Afromu. Meanwhile, the bottom turret taken down. finishes him off, manages to get the silver shot there. Silver shot, silver bolt on towards him. Meanwhile, they get back on towards it. Here come the rest of their team. They are absolutely destroying. They realize the advantage they're in. Bottom turret going down as well. CLG in both angles, coming in the back door. Do manage to take it down. Doublelift has to use the cleanse, turns around, eats mandatory Cloud alive, and now Zuna trying to finish him off. He's just so hard to hit. Doublelift is so good on that champion. Finally, after the third attempt, Muffy Cutie gets in, but Hotshot GG now on him. While this is all happening, they're just trying to get kills because the bottom tower goes down. The inhibitor now going down as well. The rest of the team move across. Here comes Chowster to clean things up there. And that's going to be Muffy Cutie using his ultimate. It's not going to be enough. Hotshot GG, just one more hit. The Rupture comes in, catches him on the fountain, but the regen was just about enough to keep him at bay. They are losing the inhibitor. There we go. CLG back out. 2 inhibitors done. Backdoor raiding all complete, and Doublelift absolutely godlike. 7-4, just kited the whole team.
Yeah, that's what Vayne is all about. It's a micro skill. If you can't micro, don't play Vayne, please, because you just can't.
Why I
do
don't play
anything.
Vayne.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't play Vayne either. I'm all confused when I get in with Ezreal. It's like I've only got one thing to do there, but the micro that you saw there from Doublelift, absolutely brilliant. Granted, did use his flash, his cleanse, everything in there, but that's what separates the average Vayne players to the real legendary Vayne players, which, to be honest, Doublelift is definitely one of those. So, is there a chance here? Hotshot actually just got caught on top of the ward, but he's Cho'Gath and he's so very tanky. Look how tanky he is. He's basically just ignoring all that damage. Smithy going to go down. Zuna going to get knocked up there by the Rupture, and he will be finished off by Doublelift. And here comes Twisted Fate. Where's your stun card? He actually dodged the barrel's path there as the ulti comes in, and it will only knock Chowster closer in towards Mandatory Cloud, who's trying his best. I don't think Chowster will survive this one.
I don't think he'll survive that one. I think he went a little bit too deep. Yeah, a little bit too deep there. Afro moved down the bottom lane, clearing out the waves, but honestly, the rest of the team just cleaning house there. And that was Hotshot actually getting caught out, and they just turned it around into a 3-for-1, sorry. Crazy stuff. Now the last tower finally going to go down. Loco Doco in there to help out Doublelift. Doublelift putting the damage down, and this is certainly going to be GG for CLG. CLG, I was about to say CL Gaming, which is actually their name. Cancel Logic Gaming. It's meant CLG Gaming. That's the ones I keep saying now and again. It's completely backing him up. Oh, what are you doing, Smithy? What are you doing? Too deep onto Doublelift, and he just turns it around again. They dived it twice now, and they've just turned it around to kills. Oh, he couldn't quite get the last shot towards Zuna there. Doublelift continues on damage. So every time they're thinking, should we back away? No, they've just dived us and died stupidly again. So let's just turn it around and pick up another bunch of kills. Again, CLG thinking of backing away. Hotshot may eventually go down. No, the ultimate comes out. Loco Doco flashes out of it. He gets the stun through. Oh, he's gone deep. He's gone too deep. And that's going to be Mandatory Cloud. Finally, Hotshot goes down. Muffy Cutie turns it around. Aframu could try and clean up, but no, because there is Doublelift for a triple kill.
Yeah, and you've got Jax alive and Maokai. So Maokai's an easy target for Doublelift. Actually, if he cares, he's actually just going straight in onto those Nexus turrets right now. Let's see what his micro can do for him here. Will actually condemn Zuna away, which means that is no stun down. And look at Smithy being absolutely destroyed. There's the first kill. There's the second kill. And that is the micro that I was talking about earlier. And now Doublelift, along with his super minion friends, is going to hammer away on this Nexus. And this will be CLG taking down FeaR in what I would say a fairly easy game for them. 24-8 in kills. 50 to 30,000 gold. All the turrets, all the things were down, and they move on in second place along with CLG EU from Group
whatever.
B.
I think no, there is no Group E. Group B. B. Yes, Group B. I think that the PG-rated version of no cares were given there pretty much by Doublelift. Yes. 13-6, you can see on your screen. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Carrying the game without Vayne. That's kind of why you ban Vayne against Doublelift. That's that's just a proof right there. So FeaR going 0-2, or are they 2? They're 1-2, aren't they? 1-2. They wouldn't be playing this game if they weren't. So they went 1-2 in the group. CLG NA or Prime or whatever the heck you want to call them, they went through this one as I'm showing you all sorts of goodness on the screen. But it's us you want to see. Hello.
Obviously.
Hello there, guys, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, CLG Prime have managed to make their way through to the winner bracket, so they now go through and play You don't know because you haven't got your tablet open, have
It's
you?
run out of battery.
It's run out of battery.
Actually, they will go through and play Curse EU, and we will have FeaR versus Meat Playground. Dug it out there just as
The
it
Americans,
took a while.
again, more American matches, yes, because it was going to be an all-American game again.
Yeah, either way, it would have been
Either way,
All-American.
there's going to be an American team going out tomorrow morning. Loser brackets do start tomorrow morning, first thing. We do have a few more games. I think TSM SGS is due to happen. I don't know whether it's going to be on a stream or whether it's going to be on the main stream, on this stream, on any stream. I have no idea. Honestly, just nothing. I'm like a book right now. I just
don't know.
Blank.
Not sure about
blank
that
pages.
One.
But
because we obviously have so
we have the winner
much
brackets.
going on.
That's what we have.
Definitely have winner
CLG
bracket
EU
games.
versus the winner of TSM versus SGS.
That's
just
right.
Plucking the knowledge
That
right
knowledge.
now. Yeah.
It's really hard, honestly. This is
really hard.
I mean, we're
really hard.
We're rubbish at that kind of thing anyway, you know, brain stuff. But generally, this tournament is even harder because all 4 teams go through into a double elimination bracket. We've been playing
There's so many games.
10 a.m. this morning. It's pretty hard for us to keep
And
track
you know
of
what?
that.
This is just day 1. We've got 3 more days left. We've got the winner bracket, the lower brackets. There's so many brackets.
I can't wait until tomorrow, Demon, when
I'm
we're
just gonna
saying
be a
about...
dribbling vegetable. I'm just like,
yesterday we saw this champion being played in that game. Which game was it?
God knows. Yeah.
No chance whatsoever.
Yeah, they're going to have to
pull
update
that
the
one out.
stats and bring us...
No
Actually,
chance.
we've been told there's live stats. LOL King, I'm on to you guys. We've been told there's live stats. We expect them live stats in the morning.
Well, we hope to be fed them because our stats are now getting out of date. So yeah, I guess that's it from me and Demon.
Yes,
for
it is.
Today we're going to be taking...
Well, we think it is. This is the second time
we've said this before already today.
Yeah.
So
but we think this is definitely
it's the end of our
It's
day.
7 p.m. and there's still TSM versus SGS to play and a best of 3 yet. There's a long day's gaming going ahead, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be winner brackets. They're going to be on the main stage on here coming up. Maybe after this, I don't know whether TSM SGS, we get no information. I'm not getting told anything. Nothing.
Well, there's only me
no
that would talk to you in the headphones in this second studio anyway. So we'll try and get that information out. Obviously, you can follow us both on Twitter. It's at the bottom of your screens, and we'll tweet that out.
So what happens, Joe,
what's going on.
when you get 25 or 30,000? What are we shaving next?
No, I said I'm going to grow it back at 30,000.
If anyone that's unaware, you can see this lovely shaven Bonce. This is because he hit 20,000 followers, and you guys, you know, you packed in 5,000 followers in 1 week, didn't you?
6,500.
6,500 followers in 1 week because everyone wanted to see a shaven Joe Miller.
Not
here
because they
in
wanted
Vegas.
to follow me. I guess half of them unfollowed
They're probably
me
all
at the
unfollowed
end
him.
after
He shaved his head. Let's just go.
but it's funny because I come here and there's people that I've known for years at this event, and they just walk straight past
because they just don't recognize you.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, that's the Joe Miller I met many years ago, 10 years ago.
10
years ago.
Old Demon is old.
Old D-Man is old indeed. So we are done for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Don't leave the streams just yet, though. There will be more to come. It just won't be us. It's going to be Optimus, Tom, and Studio. We hope. We haven't seen them yet. They went to dinner. They've not returned. So don't go in there, guys. We'll be right back after whatever the break, however length it will be. Just keep it running in the background muted.